Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Starting XP presenting the Masquerade Camarilla side. Today's episode, Nice Dream. I'm joined by the usual suspects, including a returning guest. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Hi. Bonjour.
So, we're gonna go right into a rollover scene from, if you checked out patreon.com/outofordershow. Steven and I recorded a session that led up to this. So if you want to catch all the exciting craziness that ensued, go check it out there. So you are in your car. There's some, damage to the front because you drove into someone's backyard. There's some feathers, some blood, kind of.
I changed my clothes.
Yeah, you changed your clothes, but
I'm still wet.
Yeah, you're still wet. Tony, Reggie, you receive a text in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, saying from Luna, Elysium ASAP.
All right, I guess we head on over.
Okay. Like, emoji, like frantic emoji. So obviously you arrived there first, Steve. You see Amelia with her two librarians, like her assistants, I guess would be the word, and she's looking at you going like, are you all right?
Oh yeah, Peachy. Is it okay if I just set up shop here on this table for a minute?
Are you going to conduct business outside of Elysium?
No.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and set up shop, I guess. You're not going to do anything Tremere-like, are you?
Define Tremere-like.
Like, am I going to see some blood sorcery in public?
No. You won't see it.
Yeah, just whatever. Just do your business.
So he's just going through his equipment and making sure he has everything. He's gonna use a syringe to refill his fountain pen with his special stuff.
Yep.
And reload his gun. Because he fired some bullets. And he's gonna check his jacket and the bullet hole in his jacket.
Yeah.
And just make sure it's still all structurally fine and the wards are holding up. I have some superficial damage that I should probably heal. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, everyone, make a rouse check. Oh, except for Steve. So Tony, Reggie, make a rouse check. Just. All right, Tony, you're good. You're not hungry.
Hell yeah.
I think I need to make a rouse check to heal up the superficial damage I have, yes?
Yes. And you heal 2 instead of 1 because you're blood potency 2. God damn it, Dan.
I am never hungry.
Oh, wait, it says 0. Why did it say 0?
You rolled a 5.
I didn't. I rolled a 9.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, it showed.
On my screen, it says...
That's my 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you failed.
Oh, so you finally failed.
I get a
Oh, no, but you get to roll twice and take the lower.
No, that's for powers.
Oh, yeah, it is for her.
It's based on your blood potency, what level of power you can do that for.
Yeah.
All right, the blood pair thing.
So you are finally hungry for once. Session 7. So, well, good news for you. Things are gonna, and I'm not even gonna get into it. So, anyways.
Yeah.
So, you're a little on edge. Tony, you're fine. So, since you two are staying at the same haven, do you take in the same car, or? Oh, by the way, between last week and the week before, Luna did give back Betty her car. He took back his car.
Aw.
And then he took care of the car for you, Dan, and got you a new one.
Okay.
I
Because
still have 2 hunger
okay, well,
from a carryover.
That's okay. 2 hunger's not a big deal.
Okay. Don't yell at me. I didn't do anything.
Not yelling at you. My volume's just loud. My headset's like
No, dude, I get it, dude.
super good. So I always feel like I'm
You like
quiet.
the rush. You like the power.
you wouldn't be Venture otherwise.
That's true.
It's not your fault you're this way, even though it is. It's like
I blame the commie Nazis.
Commie Nazis.
Mm-hmm. The worst kind of Nazis.
That's like
So, you guys will... Okay, so you guys take separate cars, or are you going in the same one? Because it's going to be kind of important later on.
it's up to Reggie. I don't give a shit.
We'll take one
Okay.
car. That way they can only blow up one car.
Okay. So, you drive up to Elysium. The Tremere is outside on like a park bench. Basically has an array of things on a park bench near Strambler Park. And she's just standing there, you know, waiting for you guys to actually walk into Elysium with their little French sort of pompous sort of nose in the air, just kind of just waiting. Like she had other business to do, and then she got called to open Elysium.
Seems like she doesn't like her job very much. She
Seriously.
China will ask her, "Is it okay if I bring this?" And he's holding his gun.
No, you have to hand it to Mark over there.
Okay. Is he a ghoul? Because that would be real bad.
Yes, yes, he is a ghoul.
Okay. He shouldn't take this. You should take this.
Do I have to park your car as well, like I have to park Reggie's?
I'll hand it to him, but I will take no responsibility for him exploding.
I understand you're Tremere. There's probably something weird about the gun.
There's something weird about the gun. You really should take it.
She takes the gun. She like puts it in her purse.
I'll just
you'll
claim
get
it from you in a few.
You'll get it back. Do not worry.
Yeah.
I thought investigators did not use the firearms.
Well, actually, most private investigators have a concealed carry permit. It's kind of a cliche.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you don't need to see it, do you? He goes into his wallet.
No, he's like, do I look like I'm the police?
I mean, no, but the police around here don't look like the police either, so it's kind of confusing.
Yes, that's very true. I heard about the sheriffs and their ability to ignore our presence. It is a very dangerous time for all of us.
Yeah. So I hope you don't take it personally that I brought some protection with me on the way over.
Oh no! I insist you protect yourself because little old me, I cannot. I could make you go sideways, metaphorically speaking, but
I don't even know what that means. It sounds like fun though.
You know, Clan of the Moon and all.
No, I'm good, thanks. I've been crazy enough today as it is.
I could relax you if you want.
No, I think I need to stay sharp.
Okay.
Yep, definitely stay sharp.
You hear like that loud bass tweeter, like California West Coast connection, just like car roll
Our
up.
sheriff's here.
Yeah. Rolling up in the brand new, not brand new, but fixed up El Camino that was fucking trashed.
Thanks to Reggie.
Well, he had to.
I didn't trash in El Camino. I don't know what you're talking about.
It just happened. You pile drived him into his hood, remember?
Eh. That wasn't me that did it. That was okay. That was a guy who got pile drived in. That's his fault. If he hadn't tried to all like creepy zombie us, wouldn't have had to pile drive him into the El Camino.
So he pulls up, parks. He like goes straight to you, Steve, and he's just like, he doesn't know. He's like in a mix, sort of like he's angry at you, but he's also like kind of concerned. And he's just like, tell me, Holmes, just give it to me straight. Did you do anything crazy? Like, what's the level of crazy? Give me a 1 through 10. Give me a 1 through 10.
Oh, so we're talking like scale of 10, like 1 is like, bingo.
Yes.
And like 10 is like, a nuke just went off.
Yes.
It's like an 7.8. Maybe 7.9.
7.9. Okay, because luckily, the vagrants, the homeless, they don't talk to cops. So there's no reports of flying motherfuckers. But there were gunshots, though.
Yeah, you seem to have an issue with mushroom people hulking out on Union.
Well, they didn't. They hulk out everywhere else too. All right.
Yeah. So that's a masquerade issue. You should probably be concerned about.
I'm only one sheriff, and I got one dipshit of a deputy.
And I have a whole bunch of intelligence that might help you fix this situation. So how about we go to some place more private to talk about it?
Yeah. We'll go inside. So we'll go inside. Amelia, can you let us in? She's like, oh yes. And she just does like a quick up and down, making sure he is who he is, and she's like, all right, you may go in. I have to wait for Reginald because he expects me to park his car. She just sighs. It's just like, all right, let's go inside. So you go inside. I've already described Elysium, but for the audience out there, it's kind of this part of the Bakersfield Museum is like a closed private section. It has a lot of Native America memorabilia, but if you stay in here long enough, it kind of looks like a trophy room. Somebody sinister really like to conquer savages, so there's kind of like a grim dark world of darkness. Like, if he could mount heads in this place, whoever curated this part of this museum, it'd be very much like an animal collection. So you walk in, he turns on the lights, he pulls out all his electronic devices, sets it on like this table, and then begins to walk to like this main open area where like the court usually gathers. Pulls up a chair, pulls out like one of those like old folding chairs, sits in front, and he's like, all right, sit down, tell me what happened.
So China will wait till
the rest of
Tony and Reggie sit down too.
Okay, so you guys pull up because you're not that far. You see the two library dorks open the gate for you to go through Stramler Park into the back area to the Bakersfield or the Kern County Museum. You see Amelia, and she's waiting there very obediently. You guys park. She's like, Reginald?
Amelia? Hand her the keys.
Yeah, she's like, but before she takes the keys, she's like, I may ask something. I heard on the news that there was a dedication to a Chinese landmark?
Oh. Yeah. The tunnels or something.
Can anyone go there?
No, it's academics only.
Is there any way that I may acquire access to the tunnels?
It's possible.
How about a minor boon?
All right, I think I can make that happen.
It's for my research regarding the history of Kern County. I've been digging up a lot of old logs, and things are not adding up.
You think?
It looks like Locke was hiding more than I suspected.
What? No.
Do not judge me. I was doing my part back then.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, you're surprised that Locke was hiding way more than anybody thought he was?
He was favored by the Cam. The Camarilla was way different back then. We were in California, the anarch-free state. We depended on him.
Oh, I know. I'm not blaming you. It's not your fault. I'm just surprised you're surprised.
I thought he was a decent man. Turns out...
As I look around the Elysium. Okay.
Well, they are waiting inside. I do not have all night, so...
Yeah, I can get you access. You just, they're Nosferatu down there.
I am very familiar with the Nosferatu. So...
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Say hi to me.
Who are you again?
The deputy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, your boss is down there.
I hate the sound of that. Anyways, yeah.
So, weapons? Please?
Sure.
A pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
All right. And she gets in the car, turns it on, goes reverse.
Don't scratch the paint.
She rolls down the window, shoots a middle finger at you guys. So you go down, walking down into the exhibit area. You see the Tremere and Luna sitting at like a fold-out table. Some chairs.
Hello. What are you guys up to?
China will stand when you guys come over, and nod. Great, yeah. When are the others showing up?
So I couldn't get a hold of Deck, but I don't know. He's not easy to get a hold of.
Perry's got some Assamite business.
He's like Banu Hakim, remember?
Oh, right. The baby Banu has some Hakim business. Sorry. I forget the name changes.
You want to call up your friend Nicholas?
What for?
I don't know. Seems like I heard you two have been chumming as the last few nights.
Well, just two people who know sometimes you gotta do business with the other side.
There's only one side these nights, and that's the Camarilla.
Look, the Camarilla is right. But we can't just go guns blazing on everybody who disagrees with us. We gotta show them the Camarilla is right. Then they come home. Problem solved.
Okay, but you're gonna let Nicholas and his boys, go marching around the southwest side, impressionable minds at the university? I mean, I'm only one dude, man. And then I heard some beef went down with his crew. And now Betty, it points at you, Tony. Betty is now a shot caller? What sort of fucking Primogen Council do we have here? Whatever. Point is, that's not. We could squash this later. China here. God damn it. For real, fool. Your fucking name is China. What the fuck? That is racist as fuck.
He'll pull out his California driver's license and put it on the table. It's Dr. Jim China.
Oh, God damn it.
Was that like a stripper name?
Yeah,
All right.
I think most vampires have stripper names. Yes.
Ooh, I want Mercedes.
You want Mercedes? I can get you that if that's what you want.
I take that as a threat.
You want to be a candy? I can make you a candy.
Reggie,
Ooh, any of those names, but with
anybody else?
Gene afterwards.
from anybody else, I take it as a joke.
It's only half a joke. I can get you those names.
I'm okay.
All right. So, spill it.
So I was working a case that led me downtown to Union. While I was there, I discovered a nest of social dissidents, local homegrown terrorists.
Well, sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, they're recruiting out of young academic discontents. That by itself wouldn't have been such a big deal until I found the way-sailed vampire in a bathtub that they had been using to do something that looked very much like a blood ritual, but wasn't, in order to make a drug that it appears like they've been distributing in the area. This group goes by the name The Watchers, and this drug that they're distributing is turning people into roided up mushroom people.
Oh yeah, that's fun. They kind of explode in a giant acid explosion.
Along with other unpleasantness, they've been distributing it to the homeless population, which has been eroding their sense of self.
But wait, time out. I thought it was just the bikers.
Nope. There's a group of bikers though with them too, 7 of them, as well as at least one super ghoul. I'm assuming it was a ghoul. He was definitely alive, and he was throwing around Dominate at levels that I've only seen Ancilla, Ventru throwing around.
Oh, that sounds like a good time too.
And they had the Hispanic biker gangs dancing to their tune. But this drug, back to the drug, it's real bad news. Not only is it Masquerade breaching in the transformations it's doing to these homeless people, it's also eroding their senses of self and allowing a hive mind, a vampiric hive mind, to take control of them.
So we got to find this hive mind and destroy it?
And the force that's behind it is throwing around necromancy.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Whoa, wait. Necromancy? No. No, Andre would not do that. Andre is not... I mean, he's gone to war with us before, but... I mean, were they just white people?
No, they were all over the place. So there's the people, the disaffected people that are being recruited. They're mostly mortals, and there's people of all nationality amongst their academic crew.
That's not Andre, man. Andre would not.
They're being led by this young, kind of yuppie hipster looking man, big, thick, kind of hipstery glasses, polo shirt, on the short end, Caucasian, young.
Human?
Cool.
Cool.
But he's throwing around significant levels of vampiric disciplines. dominate specifically.
Wait. I thought this was
Ghoul.
a Sabbat. Why
Ghoul
would...
or thin blood?
He was alive, so he must have been real alive if he was a really thin blood.
Yeah, I wouldn't have high levels of disciplines though if he was a super alive thin blood.
I mean, I can definitely tell the difference between a vampire blushing and a mortal, and he was definitely alive. I mean, his clothes had sweat stains from extended use, and it's possible that he just put on somebody else's clothing, but I highly doubt it.
Okay.
Moreover, there's a gangrel that they have in a secured room that they are using like a sieve to filter blood through in order to grow the chemical that they're cutting into this drug.
Oh boy.
So that's one part of the problem. The second part of the problem is they're planning something big tonight, and I happen to know where.
Well, do tell.
There's a meat packing plant that is swarming with their guys. That's why I called the sheriff.
Dude. Fuck.
There are at least 7 gang members, as well as the super ghoul. And then, from what I was seeing, many more agents of this group at the packing plant.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Which is why I was kind of hoping there would be more of you. No offense. I'm sure you guys are great.
We could just ask them nicely to not do what they're doing.
Yeah. They seem real insistent on setting off their weapons mass, terrorist harm style.
Yeah, you saw like a map, Steve. It was like, because when you were in that room with Yolanda, they targeted like Bank of America, Halliburton, Chevron, stocked out business towers, a Goldman Sachs building.
And they are staging to do it maybe even tonight. But their plan's in motion.
So I guess we go over there and crack heads, or what?
If we don't, the Inquisition will be all over this city like you can't even imagine. If a vampiric-backed cult is blowing up major Fortune 500 businesses.
Are they vampiric backed?
Well, yes, I felt the horrible vampiric presence that was necromantically enhancing their endeavors. So, yes.
Dude, I think I gotta tell the prince this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll say the same thing. You deal with it. Just do what you do, Sheriff.
Excuse me. I believe it'll be, "Who's my sheriff? Is it you? You should be handling this problem. Call on a coterie. Use your powers of sheriff." Gonna like fire some lightning bolts out of his fingers or shit. It's gonna be us.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, guys. But I'm the one that has to.
Something dark side.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can tell him. I'm just telling you what he's gonna say.
One other side note, if I haven't mentioned, this hive mind is throwing hordes of homeless mushroom people at me, at least for the last several hours, attempting to tear me to pieces.
And is it like tracking you somehow, or is it like...
No, I got away. It just then found me, and
how it found you?
yeah, I would the client that I was working for was wrapped up in this situation. I got them out, and they found her. She had been convinced to participate in this little homegrown terrorist organization.
Mhm.
I convinced her otherwise. They didn't take that too well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank
Why
you.
can't we just go on like a daisy picking spree or something? Why does it always have to blow shit up and do this shit?
Welcome to the unlife, homie.
I don't feel very welcome so far.
Eh,
At least you don't have a fucking set war to deal with. At least Sabat weren't running down the street with like flaming cars playing car tag. You ever heard of fucking car tag?
No.
You know, hey, are they keeping their bombs there?
Their bombs and this drug were being cooked in a abandoned apartment complex in Union.
It looked like it was pretty much done though.
Yeah, they were moving things all throughout the night tonight to the meat packing plant. So I think they're moving it there as a staging ground for their next action.
And they
So yes, I think it's there.
So if we could sneak in and find the bombs, then instead of local terrorist organization blows up Fortune 500 companies, the headlines read local terrorist organization blows up itself. Problem solved?
Or gas leak. I'm a big fan of the gas leak.
Yeah.
there's already been too many gas leak explosions. I mean,
Well, no, it's just you can just add another one.
Well, I mean, the air here is so thick, it's kind of hard to tell when there's a gas leak or not.
all right. So we're doing the stealth approach then.
I mean, unless Luna, you're punching way above the weight that I think you're punching. I think there's too many of them.
I need to make a call.
All right.
Deck's gonna be mad at me, but I think I'm gonna call this girl. Fuck it. Call Nicholas. Say,
All right.
Say the sheriff will owe him a major boon to the clan of Bruja. I can't let this get out. I mean, I'm already cleaning up 2 messes. One from the La Sombra. Fuck it. I'll call the La Sombra too. Maybe they should fucking participate. Who knows? I don't care. I'm gonna make a call. You call Nicholas. See if he will send anybody. We'll deal with that. Fuck it. Anybody know any anarchs? I don't fucking care anymore.
Oh,
I mean-
no.
Technically, Nicholas is an anarch.
Whatever. He goes back to the table, gets his phone, walks out of Elysium.
So it's a little bit of the Wild West around here.
Yeah.
China says to you.
Well, the old prince died, and his seneschal didn't get to be the new prince, so he got butthurt and fled and took half the court with him. And everyone's thought that the Sabbat was kept under wraps, but really they were just growing power outside of town. And yeah, it's kind of a shit show.
I mean, I appreciate it because I get left alone a lot, which I like. Less so when I have mushroom people running down the street exploding at me.
Yeah, that's
In
not
there.
Yeah. Done that, got the scars, yeah.
So
Welcome to Bakersfield.
yeah, so I would appreciate it if I'm just gonna be real honest. I'm trying this radical honesty thing with other Canaanites right now.
Wait, other what?
Kindred.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought you said.
The thing is, I'm going in there not to shut down this group. I'm going in there to get this girl out.
Can you get her out without you being seen?
No,
Can you get you in without you being seen?
probably.
Okay. Because I can get in. But unless she's really sneaky, I can't get her out.
That's my issue as well, which is why
Now-
I escalated this.
Now, I will tell you, though, blowing things up make for very, very convincing distractions.
I just don't want to blow up so much stuff that the person I'm going there to help out gets exploded.
That makes sense. But if we start the blowing stuff up on one side, that should draw enough attention for you to get this girl you're trying to help. And then we can blow up the rest of the stuff.
I planted a tracker on her. I know exactly where she is in the building.
Okay. Well, I can sneak around sight unseen, unheard, willy-nilly.
I'm only in the I kind of gotta stay still and Mission Impossible my way.
You see Luda go downstairs. He's like, well, the Sombra not picking up.
Let me call Nicholas. But I think, in all honesty, with the plan, a small group might be better. Because, like, if we just go in and start setting off their bombs, right, we can do it under cover of darkness and stealth and subtlety a lot more easy if there's, like, 4 of us than if there's, like, 8 of us.
Fair warning, Super Polo Ghoul did sense me. Didn't see me, but noticed that there was something different when he walked through the room and I was in it.
Dan,
So he
give
has
me a intelligence occult.
I will be right back, Alex.
No problem.
Maybe it was his deodorant. Maybe he sold his deodorant. Oof.
Nothing!
Okay, never mind. Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Okay.
Thanks for nothing.
It's not exactly my forte anyway.
Yeah.
Magic is other people's business.
Well, just the way he was describing something. I'll give it to you because of how you were raised. So, obviously, a Tremere would know about possession.
Yeah.
But possession is, you either have a lot of dominate or a lot of aspects. Never both. But there's a particular bloodline of Ventru that can do both. And they're kind of ostracized. They're not really, they're the Crusaders.
And so that's what you need to possess.
Yes.
Can you Diablerize somebody while they're possessing?
No.
Damn.
But you know that Tremere, when they, well, you don't really know because you're not Tremere. Steve, you know Tremere, same thing, but you don't, like, you're the only clan, well, now that has both aspects and dominate, but Tremere tend to either be like massive dominate or massive aspects, never both. Or neither and just massive thaumaturgy. They like to specialize. And I'm assuming you're doing the thaumaturgy specialization. Or blood magic.
I don't know. I'm 3-2-1.
Okay. So
I'm not completely blown out in one particular way.
So could be, if it's a super goal, it's definitely a Venture super goal. Because you remember that. You remember you had that shit when you were in Vegas.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
I mean, it's not easy being a super goal for the Ventru.
And these are all just college kids.
And you said it's a gangrel they got in the bathtub?
Yeah, definitely Waysail. Was it like 9th generation?
Yeah, it was like 9th.
Damn.
It did taste chalky like the dude from Elysium.
Oh, yeah, and definitely there was the influence of the demon Rabadon?
Drapodon.
Drabadon.
Sorry.
Where's my
Shama
notes?
Lama Ding Dong?
Trebadon.
You heard-
There you go. So the demon Trebadon definitely had left its mark on it as well.
Is that the same guy as the hospital?
Same as the gentleman
Yeah.
who was executed at Elysium.
That's the hospital demon, too.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, you also have a Masquerade issue at the hospital, by the way.
Not anymore, we shouldn't. What's the
Well-
Masquerade issue at the hospital?
There's a lot of security hanging out in a particular wing of the hospital, and the patients in the mental ward are not doing particularly well. Their health's continuing to decline, and it's drawing attention from staff, from families of the patients.
Wait. Hold on. Since when?
Since earlier this evening, when I visited.
She had
'Cause we
mentioned for
just-
like last 2 weeks.
Yeah, because we just got that wing reopened. All right. I'll find out who's...
There's still problems.
We had to go clean out some ghosts from last time vampires got involved in the mental wing. All right. I'll talk to Archibald, because that's his turf, and see what's up.
I was strictly told to not go snooping around the hospital by our prince.
Yeah, as I said, it's his turf.
Right.
But there are Masquerade issues there. Not to throw any shade.
You see Luna just rubbing his eyes, just going like, God damn it! I thought Bruno
yeah,
was
Luna-
taking care of it.
Bruno took care of the ghosts. Has it been a month since that happened?
No, it hasn't. It's been 2 weeks.
So it probably is the Giovanni then causing the... Well, nobody should be in New Wing yet anyway, or an Old Wing yet anyway.
Oh,
so-
they are. They've already been moved in.
No, nobody was supposed to be moved in for like a month.
They weren't supposed to be moved in.
They're there, and they're suffering.
I ain't
Oh
gonna
my
fucking
God,
kill
dude.
people.
This is just getting better and better, dude. Holy shit.
That's why we don't trust the Giovanni. That's why they're not part of the Camarilla. God damn it!
All right, well, I got
Once
the keys to
Giovanni-
that castle, so
Okay.
we'll handle that later.
Is there another list? Is there something else I need to know? Okay. Quick talk.
You know-
No, this is something I need to actually get out since the majority kindred are here. Who fucking killed that Bruja?
No idea. Haven't had a chance to look over it yet.
And he goes right to you, Tony, and gets like
Nicholas's-
right in your face. Did Betty do this?
The fuck would Betty kill a Bruja?
Because she's the one that took Nicholas's like dime bag henchman. The crit.
Nicholas gave her those henchmen.
As kindred, do we really give up anything?
Yes, he ceded the territory. I'm not saying he gave it up. I'm saying he moved up. It's not his problem. He gave her a big bag of problems she's too stupid to realize is a giant bag of problems.
Okay. First things first. There's a girl that needs saving. I'm down for that. Time to hero up and nut up. I'm down with that.
I'll tell you about the issue with the leprechauns later then.
That better.
He actually like stops and like. The
That
who,
better.
The who and the what now?
I'm teasing. I think we have enough on our plates. Let's worry about the meatpacking plant.
Yes. Oh, I know where that's at. It's in. You said it was in. Where was it at? No, there's multiple ones. No, which one? Where is it at?
Jog my memory.
It's in Lamont.
Lamont. I mean, I have the address. I've already
Okay.
looked at it by satellite. and I've gotten a look at it from a long ways away, like I can. And there's lots of guys there. There's no way I'm getting. There's guards. There's no way I'm getting in.
Okay.
I can get in. Where's your GPS tracker?
It's not a GPS tracker.
I thought you said you had a GPS tracker on the girl.
I said I have a tracker.
All right.
Is it hoodoo? Are you hoodooing this girl?
I'm so tired of voodoo.
It's Mambo.
It's Mambo. Hey, and Luda's like, I've been around the Tremere long enough to know they do this shit, man.
Yeah, but that doesn't help me. Okay. Tell me what part she's in when we get close.
So here's,
and I'll start setting off explosives on other parts of the property.
Here's the map of the property. Like he pulls out an iPad and puts it down and shows the map, and then he's pointing. She's right here, right now.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's get close.
Is there 2 floors to this place? Or is it just one big warehouse?
It's 3.
factory?
It's 3. So there's a machine. There's a processing floor. There's the machinery like above the processing, and then there's like an office that is built on top to oversee workers. It's 3 stories. And
does your GPS have vertical tracking, or is it just general area?
It's way better than normal GPS.
There's like runes inscribed onto his iPad.
All right. Is that like some custom skin on your fucking iPad or something?
Yeah, I mean, don't you get the new one every 2 years?
I prefer not to get whatever those are. They usually always end up being bad news every time I fucking see them. Unless you're Deck, then he just kind of absorbs them.
I mean, technology is only dangerous if you don't know how to use it.
Technically, there's a declaration that we're not supposed to use technology and
to communicate.
You got me there. You got me there. All right.
I'm not making calls on this thing.
So Reggie, you're gonna sneak in.
Uh-huh.
How about we take the... You said Danny could fight, right, Tony? Can you get Danny out?
If she's got her arm back.
Okay. If shit goes sideways, I can maybe take 1 or 2 of them. If I had somebody watching my back, then we could be in another distraction, or at least take a brunt. Are they just all mortals? Or are they zombie folk?
The crew that I saw were mortals, but I'm not ruling out ghouls.
Okay.
Right? And then there is a legion of zombie mushroom people that swarmed, but most of them were congregating around Union. I didn't see any of them around the packing plant, but that doesn't mean I don't know what's inside the packing plant. There could be an entire host of them in there. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll call Danny. I'll have to call Betty first because she's
No,
let
fuck
them
her.
off their leash.
All right.
Then again, they're bloodbound.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna take you, Reggie, China. Start heading to Lamont. We'll meet you up with you when we pick up Danny.
I'm going to tell them the spot that I used to scope out the meat packing plant in the first place, like a building a decent ways away.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm assuming, are you going to take your ride, Steve, or are you going to go with...
I am not getting into a car with another vampire if I can ever help it.
Okay. All right,
So,
so...
germaphobe?
Nothing against you in particular, but vampires are psychopaths. So I
Says
don't
the vampire.
I hear ya. I mean, I get you, but vampires are hard to trust. Yeah.
I get that. I get that a lot.
Maybe you're the psychopath.
Oh.
Just a lingering still, Steve, but you got rid of it.
No, I'm not. Says China just out of nowhere, and then walks over to his car.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll deal with we segue on over to outside the plant. So Reggie and China make it there first. Just to kind of describe it, it's really well lit. You see about two semis that are they're normal workers there. It's a late shift, so there's only maybe about 7 or 6 people working the line, but you definitely see a bunch of cars parked around back, and they have various looks and degrees, and then a whole lot of those rice out, motorcycles. It's just a variety of like souped up cars and motorcycles that are kind of parked there, and there's about 7 of them. Steve, you recognize that that looks like the gang.
Yeah, the biker gang.
Yeah.
These guys work for Super Ghoul Polo Guy.
Yeah.
Do they make drugs here? Wait, maybe we can call on the Betty's Crips come in here. You said they were biker gang, right? They can cause a distraction. Then again, I don't like calling Betty.
We're also way outside of Crip territory.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Like way out. You're outside of Bakersfield. You're in a small agriculture community called Lamont. It's literally like 2 streets and then a bunch of side streets. It's like mostly Hispanic. About 90% of the population is Hispanic here. There's one guy that is watching the side entrance. He has his hands folded in front. He looks like he's guarding something. But as far as like, there is no active patrol. It's not like something that's super well guarded. It's just that there's a lot of activity. You do see a group of inside the yard, because I'm assuming you're using aspects in describing stuff. There is like a group of kids. Youngest probably about 17, late 20s. And they're kind of like all gathering, basically laying out these protest signs and these canvassing equipment, and they are kind of gearing up for some sort of demonstration in the middle of the night. Looks like they're probably going to hit one of those locations that you saw on the map. That they're just they're wearing face masks. They're trying to hide their identity. They're wearing lots of like revolutionary paraphernalia. Like they have like the Si Se Puede. You have the United Farm Workers like bandana. All sorts of radical organizations that they've just kind of taken in as their moniker.
I don't think that these kids or the biker gang necessarily know the nature of the group that they're working for.
Well, that's great.
You know what the problem with that is? You should always know the nature of the group you're working for.
I agree.
And then you see this guy come out. It's the polo guy, Steve.
Super Ghoul.
And he's like, gathering, these kids, and you see like 2 of the gang members next to him, and he's kind of giving like a rousing speech, and then he's like kind of firing them up. They're all clapping, and they're like, yeah, and he's just like, yeah, like he seems very out of touch. He's just like, yeah. And then you see that van pull up, Steve. The one that was gonna take Yolanda, and you see like a group of guys come out, and they go straight to the door where the guy was guarding, and they're like kind of talking, and then one of them's describing, and Dan, you see him, he's going like this, and then make like a hand motion like he fucking flew, like he went Superman. Like he's just like making this arm gesture that like they were trying to grab somebody and he fucking flew off or something.
I am Batman.
And so so he lets them in, and then like you could kind of see there was somebody still waiting in the van, and that's where Luna pulls up with Danny and Tony. Betty hasn't been around for a couple days, so Danny's like, yeah, I want to get out. She wants to take some aggression.
She gets to crush skulls. Hopefully not mine.
All right. So where's your girl?
Me?
Where's Yolanda?
So where in the building is she?
So she's somewhere on the top floor. So she's probably in like an office area.
Okay. And where are they hiding the bombs?
I haven't been inside. I don't know, but they were being brought in that van, so probably they came in through that door. Where they went inside that building after that point, I don't have any intelligence on.
Okay. Remember, I can only turn invisible when nobody looks. What's that over there?
China will
peekaboo.
politely fall for the ruse and look.
I'll unseen presence and silence of death. I have to rouse for unseen presence.
Yep. Which you're...
I get a reroll on that.
Oh, you do get a
because that's level 2. Nope.
Oh,
Okay, man. What a day.
What a day.
Today is the day.
Today is the day.
Today is the day. Okay.
hell yeah.
Silence
Dude,
of
holy
death.
shit.
You remember...
Silent-
Dan, you have the peach effect.
Oh, yeah. So...
That's another reroll.
Yeah, he has the peach effect
Oh,
going.
yeah.
He ate the super
Yeah.
peach. Oh, nope.
Nope. No luck.
Fuck, dude,
All right,
that's
like
like
I said-
6.
That's 6 not successes in a row. Yes, I am aware. 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Okay.
Hey,
but-
Steve, you want to link that equation?
The
The roll 20 equation.
no, that's the thing is people are really bad at understanding entropy and actual randomness. Is
Yeah.
that we expect things to be even out, and that's not actually how randomness works. There's big long sprees in
Yeah.
random things all the time.
It evens out over thousands of rolls.
Yeah,
Right.
so 7 games,
Yeah.
he's never had to make a rouse check. Now the
Never failed a rouse
No,
check.
never failed a rouse check. Now the hens come home to roost.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
You got unseen presence.
I'm unseen presence and silence of death because
Okay.
that cost me nothing.
Yep.
And I'm gonna follow the dudes who came in from the van in through the door.
Okay. So go ahead and give me 1 sec, because you need to actually make a roll to like move past them. No, you don't. As long as you emits no odor, no sounds louder than a whisper, which you don't even produce
and
any.
I make 0 sound.
You make 0 sound. You walk past them. So
Did you put cologne on?
No.
Fancy pants?
Reggie came for stealth mode.
so you're in.
I'm in.
So the workers that are working here, now that you get a better look at them, they look like the people that attacked the bar. So they're pretty
Zombies.
they're pretty messed up. They're packing like chorizo and ground pork. You see like the big grinder, it's making that loud grinding noise. But yeah, definitely this place looks like there hasn't been a health inspector for a while, and
Or if there was, he's been ground into the chorizo.
yeah. It doesn't look like there's like a shift supervisor. It looks like this is just all a ruse. I mean, they are producing meat and there are, business as usual, but maybe the people who used to work here don't work here anymore.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
Um,
All right.
Like someone just pushed everybody out, maybe into the meat grinder. You don't know for sure. You definitely see lots of spray cans, and they've kind of taken a lot of the area that would have been the like workers' lounge area, and they've kind of set up a command center. There's a lot of whiteboards with flyers and lots of like disposable cell phones that are all currently being charged and connected. There's like a laptop that has like a list of what you assume if you took like a quick glance, some addresses, some names. But then all the iconography, a lot of the posters that they're using, rather than I'm not sure, have you seen the Dolores Huerta? She's holding up the sign.
Yeah.
It's that, except there's an eyeball that's like it looks like the eye that the Virgin Mary, the Lady Guadalupe, the one that had their eyeballs cut out and like the iconography of her chest open rather than the heart of Christ. It's that upside down tree. They're holding up it's the Dolores Huerta holding up a sign with the tree or there's an eyeball with a tree in the middle that's upside down.
Okay. Is the eye the same eye we saw in the Nosferatu tunnels?
Yes, it is very much almost the same type.
Motherfuckers. All right. Well then. Okay, are there bombs?
So that you see a row of cars, or more like service vans, but they're all service vans that have like decals that have been slapped onto them, magnetized. One says Kern Cleaning Solutions. One says Chevron. One said, so you see 3 vans and they're all slapped with like work paraphernalia of some organization.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I got somebody at my door again.
No problem. Guys outside, you just assume he just walks in.
So,
How do
China wants to wait until he can use obfuscate 1 to just get closer. Like when there's no one around, using Auspex to make sure I just move closer and then stop. I play red light, green light.
Okay.
with the place. I'm just trying to get close enough that with Auspex, even if he was like in the basement or up on the 3rd floor, I'd be able to hear if he got into trouble to back him up.
All right. Do you want to do the same thing too, Vic, since you have off specs or obfuscate 1?
Sure.
Okay.
Is he gonna do the Team America universal danger symbol?
So both of you give me Dex Stealth. And I think with Celerity, I think you can activate your Grace to help you in this, Tony. Let me double check. That's like the only thing that you have to like unlearn about old vampires, that disciplines are like passive and they work. So non-combat dexterity test. So yes, if you want to make a rouse check, you could add your celerity to this stealth check.
So how do I roll this?
So make a rouse check.
With me?
Oh no, Steve got non-exceptional, but
Good
you got,
success, I'm guessing.
you got 3 successes.
Yep.
You're good. And he's just all homegrown. He's not using celerity. So make a rouse check if this is optional. You don't have to. You could just
I'm not gonna use celerity.
Okay.
So it's just what?
Dex stealth or stealth dex for you, because you like to fucking correct me. See, we played old vampire with stat skill for the stupid roll 20 sheet. No offense to roll 20. It goes skill then trait first.
I did not make this character sheet. I
know.
take no responsibility.
I know. This is what I got. This is what I got to work with.
1 success.
Okay, so Steve or China, being very used to this, kind of runs across the street, rolls into a bush right against the gate. You, on the other hand, just run out, almost get hit by a car, but then hide behind a parked car. So not very graceful. He actually looks like he's doing pretty awesomely.
God damn it.
Danny has...
I'm humming the Mission Impossible theme as well while I do it.
Danny she is going to she has a hunting rifle and she's just gonna use Auspex to scope in.
Oh yeah.
That's all she'll do because she's not very subtle.
And then Luna sits there and looks pretty.
So Luna is actually going to shape change, and he shape changes
Rose
into a wolf. He looks like a mutt. He looks like between a wolf and a dog. He's like a very muddy looking wolf.
Don't feed it. He'll start following us.
And he's like, "Arr."
Oh God. Stay still. He can't see you if you stay still.
And he's like he's gonna go climb underneath the fence and just sneak in as a wolf. So I gotta actually make a...
Seems pretty useful. Couldn't you be something less, big? Couldn't you be like a squirrel or something?
If only he could talk to you. Dex. He gets 1 modifier. Or no, is it 2 or 1? I think it's 2.
Couldn't you have taken the form of a chihuahua,
You guys
something
are
less
You guys
murderous
are mean. You guys are so mean. Okay, no test required, so get that.
Or a coyote? Those are everywhere, right?
Yeah, they are everywhere. So he got... What did he get? So he just basically squeezes underneath the gate and just kind of, tries to blend in as like a stray dog. So inside the packing plant, you see the 3 vans. They're parked inside, and then you can see the crowd that's right outside the roll up gate, and you can hear the speech that this guy is making, and he's explaining that that these corporations have...
Are there bombs in the vans?
You don't know? I mean...
Can I look in the vans and see if there are bombs?
So you walk inside, and yeah, it's a scene straight out of Fight Club. It looks like there are these big tubs of...
Big old vats of goo.
Yeah, big old vats of, something sealant, and you see a timer. But here's the strange, fucked up part.
Mm-hmm.
There is a body strapped to them. Like a mummified body.
A desiccated corpse?
Yeah, and it looks like there's cordyceps growing out of them.
Cordyceps?
Yeah, like fungi.
Yeah, I'm a fun guy. Ooh.
All right. Can I set the timers?
You'd have to open up the van.
I can open the doors with Silence of Death without making noise.
Okay. So you
I will
open up the van, okay. And it doesn't look like there's a switch.
Well, they have timers, right?
Yeah, they have timers.
So there's not like buttons or anything to...
No buttons. Just a timer. And some sort of box attached to the timer. Actually, give me a intelligence science to see if you know what the hell you're doing.
Don't cut the red wire. Remember, ketchup, mustard.
It's
Oh, there's some successes. 2.
So it looks like that box is some sort of receiver. Maybe it may not be as simple as like a cell phone receiver. It may be something like a sequence. Maybe tied to the van, because you definitely see there's like a hole in the bottom of the van, so it may be triggered with the van turning on or off, or put something. It's attached to the van as well. It's not just isolated to this. Back outside, you hear the speech, China. Basically, he's trying to rouse them up to, take back their community. That these corporations would, fighting them in the courts doesn't help. They have all the politicians in their pockets. There's no way to coerce them. Your local leadership is in ruin. There's only action, and action has to be done in order to.
Quick question. So if me and China have auspex, can we hear each other talk even if we're like not right next to each other? Or do we have to like specifically be listening to each other?
So you both have heightened senses on, and then you have to pretty much signal each other that it's like if you're whispering, you could. But
okay. I'm just making sure.
But he did warn you that the Super Ghoul had some sort of acute sense as well. So, and he's there, like, he's about maybe 20 feet away from you guys in front of a large crowd of, youths. So if you were to start to whisper, he may hear you. You're not really entirely sure.
No, I don't want to. I'm just asking for, like, in case I do want to say something to him.
Okay.
Just like, oh shit, watch out, or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you definitely hear them, talking about, what part of, of Kern they're gonna hit tonight. A group of them are gonna go to, right up in front of Chevron. They know like the gate guard there. They're gonna unleash this this sickness that has plagued their community onto them. The CDC is never gonna know what hit them. It's gonna affect everybody that works in that building. They're never gonna know. The contaminant is not gonna be able to be stopped. And so they're gonna sneak into. They're kind of going over these groups. They kind of break off. They're going to drive into these buildings and leave it overnight so that when all the workers come in the morning, they'll set off the bomb. This germ bomb. And then you see this weird guy come out. And everybody with auspex, roll heightened senses.
I also have
Sense
the unseen,
Yeah.
if that's important.
Yeah, that is important.
So am I doing a normal perception check, or am I doing sense the unseen?
You're doing. Give me one sec. You're doing a wits perception or wits awareness.
What's awareness in auspex?
Yeah, and you add your auspex to it.
Yeah.
So how do I do that?
So the modifier, when you roll your wits plus awareness, the modifier you add. Oh my God, Steve! Holy fuck!
3. You add 3 basically, or like whatever how many points you put in, or
Yeah, how many points of auspex you have?
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. Steve is gonna be like, okay. To all the normies, they just see a generic biker guy. To the people with auspex, go ahead and roll, Tony.
What is it? Wits and
Wits awareness plus auspex.
Okay, wait.
Because Steve just said, fuck Mask of 1,000. All right, wow. Not bad either. 4. So, both of you see this guy walk up to the guy in the polo and whisper something to him. And your powers of Auspex allows you to pierce his disguise, and he looks like a zombie. Like, he has like a sunken face, he has a bunch of tattoos. He doesn't look like he's
Like a Cappadocian zombie,
No.
or like a.
he looks like this guy, except more rotten.
Rot.
He's more rotted.
So like we're talking like Walking Dead.
Yeah,
level
Walking
of
Dead.
Zombie.
Walking Dead level zombie.
Oh, he's pretty.
But he has fangs. Like, you can see, because half his face is like rotted off, and he has a fang.
Guessing a thin blood.
And this guy's looks like he's working for Polo Guy. So
Yeah.
that makes even less sense. So I'm starting to lean heavily away from Super Ghoul into something else.
And he's like whispering something to him, and he's like, all right, the devoted, you're with me. And so you see like a group of them like walk towards him, and they walk back into the building.
Hmm.
And then Dan, that's when you're like examining, and you see the polo guy and the biker that walked up to the whisper something to him, and then like these like 4, you would imagine maybe lieutenants, or maybe they're like team captains of this protest group.
Yeah.
And they're following them to upstairs into the office area above the plant.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, so that leaves me the time I need. Man. Yeah, I don't know if we want to blow these up now. Like, I don't want fungal people all over Lamont either.
Everything comes at a cost.
Consequence.
I mean, yeah, but the people in Lamont, they've had enough crap. So, who all stayed down here?
So there's a bunch of youths that are basically gathering their equipment. You kind of overheard their plan, but the 2 guys with Auspex, they overheard the whole crowd talking about how they're going to sneak into, they're going to be able to drive on through, plant these vans, and then once everybody comes into the morning business hours of all these businesses, they blow up the vans, pathogen goes into the buildings and the facilities, and chaos ensues.
Okay. Well, let's quietly follow the other 3 upstairs and see what I can hear them, because they're the ones who know the real plan.
Okay. So you follow them up. You definitely see Wolf Luna kind of sneak in through a window and lands on the packing floor, and is like lurking, hoping not to be spotted, and is like looks at you. Well, he can't look at you because he's just kind of looking around, and then he's just kind of hiding under pallets of rotted meat, basically.
Okay.
So you go upstairs. You get into the office area, and all the desks have been like pushed aside, and you see like all these like, it almost looks like Bruno's handiwork. like the necromantic
Yeah,
sort of
creepy ass necromancy stuff.
creepy ass necromancy
this guy.
stuff. But instead, he used chalk. This guy is using blood, and you see that the runes themselves have like this sort of festering fungal kind of trace to them, and you see like those plants. You see them just all rode right there, and they're like blossoming, and they're kind of alive. They're kind of like, and you see like the biker kind of takes his hand to them and just kind of waves as they're like reacting to it, and he's just like, "Come now, Bruce."
Oh.
And then you see the guy who's the polo guy going, "Oh, this is disgusting," and he's like, "What? You're getting what you wanted out of this, Brew?" "Yes, I know, but this is... Look, you have a job, I have a job. And once this is done, I'm going to make a dent. And then you could go on serving your master, and I could free for mine. All right?" And he's like, "You know we're all caught in his web." "Not if I have anything to do about it." And they're just kind of like talking back and forth. You see all the like team captains. They're kind of all, their eyes are all kind of glazed over. And then you see the guy, the polo guy, touch one of them, look into their eyes. He's definitely using some form of dominate. And he's like, "All right, they're ready. They're not gonna quit." Oh. All right. Well, what about the girl? Well, I was hoping we could spare her, but she's gotten wind of the court. She's really useful. I was actually going to recruit her, but clearly somebody got to her good side. But that's what happens when you're at war. Casualties. Oh, well, I know you're not in service to the Dark Mother like I am, but we can always welcome a new disciple into her garden. No, that's okay. Thanks. I'm good. In fact, you can go fuck yourself for all I care. We both got what we wanted out of this. Oh.
While they're talking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send out a text message to everybody else involved
Mm-hmm.
that says, "Plans change, can't blow the bombs, fire at will."
Well, Luna's like in wolf form.
So he can't get it.
He can't get it. So you guys receive it.
So there's one guy at guarding the door?
Yeah,
right
one
now?
guy.
I'm going to whisper to Tony, "We need to take out the guy quietly."
Shit. I don't know. I'm not good at fucking punching shit. I mean,
Danny sends a text going, "I got sights on somebody."
do you care about casualties? What is this guy? Is this guy another ghoul, or is he just another bystander?
He's just a bystander. The guy guarding the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dan?
Yeah.
In there, you hear like some noise,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, the guy Reggie, or the guy with the hipster glasses. Hold on, goes into the back room,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hear like this like dislodging like, and he's just like, "You fucker! what the fuck? You dragged me out of here? You know who I work for now? And he's like, calm down. Did you forget your loyalties, or are you flip-flopping like always, Dustin? And he's like, no, I'm with the Bruja now. He's like, okay, so you were with the Sabbat. Now you're with the Anarchs. Now you're with the Bruja. Pick a fucking side, you coward. He's like, if I didn't know you were skin riding right now, I would fucking lay you out. He's like, well, I'm giving you another chance. There's some heavy shit going on, and I need you. And the Bruja are not going to solve anything. And the Camarilla isn't doing shit either. And there's a revolution brewing in Los Angeles. So I'm taking advantage of the chaos that's happening in Los Angeles in order to stop this crazy shit that's going on here in Kern County. And he's like, dude, you don't understand. Like, Arthur, he's like totally convinced that the Assamites killed the prince, and we have proof. We're gonna fucking lay out the fucking court and like drag that fucking bullshit seneschal out, and then we're gonna burn the Nosferatu tunnels. We got this whole shit laid out. I was like, dude, do you understand? And this is the hippie or the hipster guy talking. Do you understand there's something way more fucked up going on than just the Bruja and the Camarilla? No, there's literally a demon. A demon. And I'm trying to break free from his control. He's like, ugh. You should have joined the Sabbat when you had the chance. You could have been freed. He's like, I'm not going to join those fucking soul suckers. And they're just kind of arguing back and forth. And he's just like, well, whatever, Gideon. I don't give a fuck what you're offering.
G-Man. G-Man is Gideon. Gideon is G-Man.
And then you see he's like, you hear like the rotten zombie dude going, are you two lovebirds done squabbling? I think it's time to get the show on the road. And he's like, and you're working with the fucking Bahari? He's like, no, I'm not working for the Bahari. I'm just using them. It's like, no, dude. They work for the fucking demon, and you know that. He's like, it's been tough. You know, and they just keep on going back and forth about like how the Anarchs have lost their way and that it used to be so simple. But now the Camarilla has declared war on the Anarchs. And so Gideon is kind of stuck between a hard and a rock, rock and a hard place.
Rock and a hard place.
Yeah. And this Dustin guy doesn't give a fuck. But he looks like he's a flip-flopper. Because he sounds like he talks about how the Sabbat were this. But now he's joined the Bruja. Pretty much they go into like a whole like squabble, like how you guys would go into a squabble. If this was an Anarch game, this would be the two Anarch characters kind of arguing back and forth.
What is it called? Deposition?
Yeah. Then you hear like this loud, like, sort of like rustling noise as you see this girl just sort of run out. And you just see the zombie dude just grab her and it's like, you're not going anywhere. I swear to Christ, these mortals.
Okay, I'm going to get on my phone again and I'm going to text everybody, somebody fucking shoot somebody. Why don't people follow goddamn orders?
China's gonna go for the guy at the door.
Okay, you're just gonna shoot him?
Yes.
Okay, so you pop out, you get surprised, so go ahead and roll damage.
I'm also gonna rouse to
Up your dex.
up my dex.
So basically, surprises, you roll your... Yeah, so you succeed, so you don't gain a hunger die.
Okay. And then what does surprise do for me?
So it's difficulty 1s, and you roll your attack.
Two
Plus the 3.
plus 3, so 5.
So you nail this dude in the head. You just like clap, and he just falls down, and everybody's like, "Whoa!" Like they just hear like a gunshot, and then you hear another gunshot coming to where you guys were, kind of hiding out at, as one of the other biker guys that were kind of hanging out in their car area where they were all parked at, just kind of smoking and bullshitting. He falls down.
Oh, I'm guessing Danny took the shot at.
Yeah, Danny took the shot at those guys. And then inside Dan, you see them kind of go, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And they're like, "Did you hear that?" And he's like, "Do you think it's the Assamites?" And he's like, "Oh, I fucking hope not. I hope not, bro. I hope not."
It's worse. It's Scooby-Doo in the game.
He sounds very South African, by the way. I'm trying to go for a South African accent.
Oh, okay.
So you hear like a wolf growl, and he leaps onto one of the workers as he just attacks one of the, possible zombie workers, and starts like tearing at his throat, like going, "Gah!" And he's like, you see the hipster walk over to the window and is like, "The fuck?" And then you see all the activists, they just start running. They like start to flee because they heard a shot. And so
2 shots.
Yeah, 2 shots. And so you see them running towards the back of the around the building, around the other side of the packing plant. And then you do see a couple of them. They don't pull out guns, but they pull out some form of like, baton type weapon or some
Pepper spray.
Yeah, pepper spray and they take cover, and they're like, "Come at us, you fucking pigs!"
Oh my god.
Dumb kids.
This is going great.
Okay. So inside,
I need all these vampires to split up. That's waiting for my chance. Damn it!
Is there anybody I can shoot at, or is there?
yeah, you can take a shot. There's like there's a total of 8 bikers. Steve down 1, Danny down 1. So there's now 6.
And where are they all in one area?
Yeah, they're all just hanging out, smoking by their cars and by their motorcycles. They're all kind of clustered.
China doesn't wait. When he drops that guy, he goes right through the door he was guarding. He doesn't. He gets out of view of the bikers as quick as possible.
So I guess me and Danny are the distractions out front. Cool. I'm so totally built for this. I guess I'll take a shot at one of them.
Okay, go ahead. You get surprised. So, Dex firearms.
Firearms. Dex. God damn it.
Fucking kids. Back in my day, we rolled Dex firearms. Okay, so you got 1 plus 3. So you do 4. You nick this guy. He does like kind of like a spin as you hit him in the shoulder, and he just lands on the ground. But he just like does like a loud like, "Oh!" Like,
God damn it. Why am I the only one that missed?
no, you hit him.
I did, but I didn't get the fucking kill shot.
Yeah, you didn't get a kill shot. So we'll just do this cinematically. You see the hipster guy now going full, like, you see him just kind of go like, he takes like a deep breath, and he's going to actively use Auspex to find somebody. Because he thinks now he's being surrounded by somebody. So go ahead. We got to make an opposing aspects and stealth.
Oh, and the word I was looking for was exposition, not deposition.
Exposition. Yeah. Okay.
Woo! God damn! Big ball of shot collar.
Reggie does not rely on supernatural powers to stay unseen.
Oof! Damn! You're hella good at this.
So he got 2 and you got 5. Holy fuck.
You're very, very concealed.
So he's just like looking around going like, I can't see the person with obfuscate in front of me. As you see the zombie dude, you see him like, you see like this glowing smoke coming from his fists, and he's just like, ah! And you just hear like the people downstairs start to go like start wigging out, like the workers downstairs. As he's just like, and he's like, you see like his flesh like rising out of his like arms. It's like hurting him as he's like using some sort of necromancy.
Okay. I need these guys. I can't take all 3 of them. So
Yeah. You see Gideon as Silcles is like, Dustin, do something.
I am going to, and I don't get hunger. I'm going to raise my strength by 3.
Jeez. So you're like,
Call upon the blood, yeah.
Hulk smash! Just try not to destroy Luna's car again.
you see Dustin, he is going to make a rouse check. Because he is going to use blink.
Okay.
So he gains a hunger die.
And he leaves the room.
Yeah, he leaves the room.
Okay. Is Gideon still at the window?
Yeah, Gideon's still out the window.
I'm going to push Gideon out the window.
So he's just kind of looking around, looking down at the hall, like down at the factory floor with the Auspex. And so you break obfuscate and you surprise him. So give me a strength dex or strength brawl.
That's lame. Give me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
What is it doing?
I went to strength and it wouldn't let me use brawl as my secondary. And then it was like semi-freezing on me, but I got it now.
Yeah.
So that's strength. And then I get +3 from the rouse, +1 for kick dread. Bye-bye.
So
Holy shit, dude!
So you push him through the glass. The glass just goes into his face, and then he snaps his neck going down. 2 stories.
Just from the force of the push.
Yeah, he snap his neck as the real Gideon's like, oh fuck that guy.
As he like turns back around and it's Reggie just floop.
Well, no, you killed him.
Yeah.
You killed the body.
Yeah.
So actually, I need to see how possession works if the mortal vessel dies. I think you take like a port. Oh, it's under aspects. My bad. Possessions. Power can only be used in mortals. Blah 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 blah. Well, you killed his favorite fucking suit. Vampire possessing mortal.
Killed his favorite suit.
This power is not used to read minds, use skills, emulate manner. Yeah, I can't use any of that. Oh, so it's only aggravated. Technically, he still takes results in spiritual trauma immediately causing the user. Wow. Okay, he takes 3 ag.
Excellent.
So yeah, if it says right here, it says, if the subject dies during possession, the resulting spiritual trauma immediately causes the user to sustain 3 levels of aggravated damage to willpower. So he's just like, you snap this guy's neck as you push him out, and he just somewhere Gideon takes 3 ag. So that body goes limp and dies. And then you see the zombie's like surprised and he's like, bloody hell. Back around, we will go. Luna is attacking one of the people before they turn into a zombie. So give me a sec. Wait. Brawl. Strength. +2. So Luna does. Looks like. This is exceptional? Yes, he got an exceptional. Yes. So he fucking just tears.
10.
Yeah, he got 2 10s. So he tears one of the workers' throats before they could turn into a plant zombie. We'll just go in cinematic order. Steve, you bust in as you see about 5 people doing the same thing that you saw at the parking lot at Denny's. Their skin is like kind of falling off as their exterior becomes, you know, veins and plant-like, and their eyeballs fall out of their sockets and their mouths are beginning to split open.
And I see the vans.
Yeah, you see the vans.
China's gonna let himself into the back of the van.
Okay. I don't have to describe. You see exactly what Dan sees.
I wanna pull out my multi-tool from my pocket and jimmy the covering of the explosives
Okay.
off. And he's trying to figure out what Reggie meant by we can't set them off. I'm assuming because there's the horrible drugs packed in with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to.
They're literally connected to like a fungal corpse. You don't even
Yeah.
have to take this. You can just see it.
Yeah, you can just see it. It's just like it's like packed into one of those canisters, like a mummified body covered, just covered in all that like fungi.
I want to remove the explosives from the rest of the payload.
Okay. Give me a intelligence science. It's gonna take some time.
Okay.
Okay.
Would that be science or technology?
Oh, technology. Yeah. So intelligence, technology.
Could I use science? I'm better with the science.
Sure.
Okay.
You're just like, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to do this.
I do know bombs. So let's see if we got this. 4 successes.
Okay. There is, it's powered by the van. So all you got to do is, kill the battery to the van. But there's still like a remote. If you try to disarm it, it will just, so you have to kill the battery first before unplugging the trip of so it doesn't detonate. Because real quickly in the design of this, if they couldn't get past the guards, they were just gonna drive this in and crash it
And blow it up.
Yeah.
So China's looking to get the explosive part out and ready to rig to use with his backup burner phone if he needs to.
All right. Dan?
Yeah. I'm going to bite the zombie guy.
I'm just going to bite into him?
Yup.
Okay. Give me a dex brawl, and he is going to...
It's a strength brawl.
Oh, yeah, strength brawl. My bad. He is going to, as his hand is glowing, he is going to punch you with his smoking hand.
Okay. And I will willpower reroll all 3 of my failures.
Okay, go for it. So you got
5.
5. Okay, so he is going to attempt to. He's got to match you. Beat or meet. Where is it? Cornelius. All right. Three. So you do two. So one.
Two. No, it's 2 aggravated.
How are you doing aggravated? Oh,
Bite
you're fang.
does aggravated.
You're biting. Yeah, I forgot. I thought you were punching. So you bite
Nope.
into this guy, and man, it tastes disgusting.
Ugh.
Because he's a zombie vampire.
Not for long.
Not for long. Okay. Did you add your specialization to that, Dan?
Yes, I did.
Okay, just making sure.
That's why it's 8.
Okay. So you bite into him, and you're biting down, and he's like, ah, and he's gonna try and just like hit you back on his next turn.
On his next turn, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
he couldn't get you off.
Yeah, he's got it. He's being bitten. He is a grapple, so he has to pull me off.
Yeah.
Although I guess he could, in a grapple, he can try to just physically damage me, but that won't dislodge my fight.
Exactly. So
We just continue to brawl each other.
yeah.
Mano y mano.
So Tony, you're up.
Yes. All right, so
So you see all the 5 bikers that are up. They all look at you, and they all pull out some sort of assorted weaponry. They don't pull out guns. They all pull out some sort of assorted weaponry.
like chains and bats.
Yeah,
and shit.
chains and bats and machetes.
What is this fucking? Oh, never mind. I don't have the reference. Damn it! I ruined it.
Mad.
Yeah, Matt. What is this? Mad Max. There you go. I got it.
Shiny and chrome.
Shiny and chrome.
So I'll take more shots at them.
Okay.
Just try to hit anything because
So-
I'm supposed to be distracting, not necessarily like murking everything.
Danny will back you up. Actually, Danny's gonna drop the gun because she's better in close combat, and she's gonna use blink. So she is going to celerity speeds be right on you.
On me?
Yeah, on you. As she pulls out like 2 switchblades, and she's like, "Come on, bitches!"
All right, listen. You don't go fucking nuts like you always do. All right, be a controlled chaos here, not frenzy chaos. All right.
Okay. Well, she looks like she's in the zone.
Already fucking. Fuck. I guess, yeah, I'll
So go roll
shoot
your
him.
dex. Yeah, dex firearms. Or
Firearms.
firearms dex. Shut up. See, there are 3 veterans who played this game, so
I was gonna say, do I add any extra points for my specialty or no?
what's your specialty?
Firearms for handguns?
Oh yeah, you add 1 die. You added modifier 1.
Dude, I've been rolling 0 on that the entire fucking time.
That's why Dad got like 8 successes when he pushed that guy out.
Oh shit!
Did you get a
5 successes.
Did you get a
I rolled
critical?
Full. No, but I still got full successes.
Okay.
Yay!
So that's 5 plus the 3 because of the light pistol, your Mauser.
How's this? 6.
You pop one dude in the head, just, but then 4 of them are rushing you. So if there's 4 of them that are gonna get attacks on you, but they're gonna split. So 2 of them are gonna attack you, 2 of them are gonna attack Danny.
Oh great, this is fun.
So
Can
let me,
I
well
can I back up using my next because I have celerity, rapid reflexes, fleetness. Fuck, what does fleetness do again?
so fleetness, you add your celerity to non-combat dex actions.
Does that include just backing up or like distancing while I take more shots at them?
You don't. The problem is you don't get an extra action. That's the.
Okay.
You don't get your extra dodge action until later on.
Okay.
So
His extra dodge is a 3rd level.
yeah, his extra dodge is 3rd level.
But can I do that next turn?
Yeah, next turn you can. You
Like,
can back
okay.
up, but there's 3 of them that are going to be on you now. So for
you're 2. Oh my god, it gets
two.
worse.
Two of them.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm splitting them up. So let me just go ahead and roll 5d10. So
Once per turn, he can do it when defending with Dex Athletics, but he doesn't have the free Dex Athletics yet.
He doesn't have it yet.
Yeah.
So I get 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's 4, man.
No, it's only 3. 6, 9, 5, 7.
No. The one where you get the free.
Yeah, the free dodge. Yeah, it's not easy. But it's a free dodge for celerity. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, so you take 2 subdual as one dude just comes at you. Oh wait, what was a bat? I think bat's only like 2. What was that page on, Steve, for the weapon damage?
308.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can pull it up.
Yeah. Because I
Are these guys human?
Yeah, they're human. Well,
Okay.
they're ghouls, but they're ghouls.
So a baseball bat.
Yeah. Would
Is
be
plus 2.
Yeah, it's a heavy impact. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, round down. So you take 2. 2 subdual from the first attack. This guy has a machete. He's gonna come at you.
Oh, I don't think this is gonna end well for me, guys.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
I think oh my god, this is not going well.
Plus, this is it's a 3 plus 2, 5. So another 2. So a total of 4. Now you can heal if you make a rouse check. You can heal 1.
But then again, I'll just take another 2 damage and be knocked out anyways.
Let's see. They're going to attack Danny. Danny used blink to get there. 1, 2, 3. Plus 2, so she takes 2. 1, 2, 3. Plus 3, 2. So both of you just take 4. As they
Jesus.
just like fucking swarm both of you.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed. All right. Back around to Luna. Luna is going to jump on one of the other zombie. Try to tear out the throat. As he's just not enjoying this at all because he thought they were just people.
So did Danny do damage, or her whole move was basically just moving?
She has to use blink to get from the car where you guys were at to where you were at. So she moved
okay.
that supernatural distance to get to where you were at.
God damn it! Why wasn't she up closer?
Because she took out the guy with the rifle.
Fucking! Why couldn't she get hit?
Alright, strength. Plus 2, because in wolf form. So 4. He leaps on one of them and is beginning to tear into the zombie, but then the exterior of the zombie turns, kind of that fungal, carapace, viney, and he's like, oh crap. This sucks. Back to Steve.
So he's getting swarmed, right, by the zombies?
They're all getting ready to converge on him.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until they converge on Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna arm the explosive and toss it at the swarm, including. But I'll say, run, Luna, right before the bomb goes off.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna be like, bow.
But I want to
Alright.
wait until he's drawn the whole. Like they all just converge on him. That's the bomb's gonna go.
Dan, take.
All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rouse again to activate my fortitude,
Okay.
which I do without getting. And then I automatically take blood from this guy.
Oh.
So what is his blood potency?
His blood potency is 3.
Okay. So we're even. So I lose 1 hunger and he gains 1 hunger.
Okay, so he's at 3 hunger.
I'm at 2. And then I'm just gonna brawl defend against his punch because I can't attack him while doing this. So
So he's gonna just wail on you with his shadowy smoking...
try to punch me to death.
Yeah. He's just gonna... He's like, I don't like what you're doing, mate. The dog... Oh, actually, I need to check something real quick. I forgot about something really important. Oh, he gets additional 2 stamina. That's what.
Oh, 2 stamina. Okay.
Because he is a follower of Bahari.
So he has more health levels.
He has
that
more health
doesn't
levels.
help us. That won't help him from going unconscious from blood loss.
Shit. I don't want to spoil this, but I forgot something. Damn it. They don't have what they have. No, they do. He is going to... If he activates Fortitude while you're biting him, that doesn't protect him, right? It doesn't push your fangs out? Damn.
Nope. And it's aggravated damage anyway from the fangs.
Yeah.
Which I don't think Fortitude blocks aggravated at any point anymore. Although one of the powers would have let him ignore the first bit of damage he took that round.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
But that doesn't, and it doesn't affect fangs.
Okay, he's gonna up his strength. He's just gonna
try to punch me.
He's gonna rouse.
Fail.
He's gonna up his strength. He fails, so he's at 4. He has to make a frenzy check.
He succeeds at that.
He succeeds at that, so he's not losing it. He's just like, "Ugh! The Dark Mother, the Dark Mother, she protects me, you weakling."
I'd talk shit, but don't eat with my mouth full, or don't speak with my mouth full.
Oh, this is gonna hurt you, Dan.
You gotta hit me first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's gonna try though, like a boss, I'm sure. I'll probably have to willpower the shit out of this.
Hold on, I haven't rolled yet. Let's see, strength. So that's 7 plus 3, or yeah, plus 2. Fuck! Really?
Oh my god!
How did he get 9 that time?
That's a critical miss.
Oh yeah, because he raised his.
Yeah. It's not critical failure. It has to be on the hunger die. Oh, my bad.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You forgot to up his hunger.
Yeah, I forgot to up his. So I will, for cinematic purposes, I will say that those 3 ones were critical. So you see his hand as it's smoking, and then he smokes it a little bit too hard as like his flesh is rotting away faster, and he's like, "Oh crap!" as he loses focus of his necromancy ritual, and he's just like, fuck." You do see him like wincing a little bit, like he's like, god damn it, as he just like falls onto his knee as you're draining him.
Okay.
Their turn. The bystanders outside, they think the cops are coming in. They don't see what's going on inside, so they don't know what's going on. Steve, you take the accelerant that's going to be the explosive. You pull it off, and you cut it from the battery, but then you switch it over and, put your sim to its sim, and you're like, you sync it up. What do you do?
If Luna's being swarmed, I'm going to yell run, and then I'm going to put it on a 3-second timer and toss it right where Luna's standing in the middle of the pack of the zombies.
So they all jump over because that's what they were doing this turn. They were finishing transforming and jumping over like the assembly line and gathering towards the wolf. You
Yeah.
tell him to run, he's going to take his action to Dex Athletics to get away, but they all will get an attack on him.
Okay.
As he's like, bro, I'm leaving.
He just sees a box flying, like, oh shit, I don't think that's good.
He needs celerity, like, whoa. 2. So he gets a exceptional. So that's 3, 4, 5? 5. So that basically means that
6.
6, yeah.
He's got 6.
So they get 4 attacks on him, but he reduces the attack roll each and every single time. So first one got 1, 2, 3. So that misses. So he has 3 more. 1, 2. So he has 1 more. There goes the 1. So he'll take 1 ag. Does fortitude? It's not reflexive, right? You have to activate it pre. Pretty sure you have to activate it pre. Toughness, rouse check. Subtract fortitude, defending superficial damage. This is not superficial. This is aggravated, so never mind. So he'll take the 1 ag, and then this is a full-on roll that he has to take. Two. So he takes a total of 3 ag.
Also, Michael, with this formula that I just put in there, that's gonna do the success calculation for you.
Okay. I did do that, and it wasn't coming up last time. Last time I tried using that formula. So.
Okay.
Rather than. Okay, so he takes 3 ag. So they all kind of like all violently screaming. He dodges the first 2, and then one of them grabs onto his leg, and the other one like bites onto his side, and then he kind of rolls off and is like rolling, and then he's just like, he kind of looks at you in his wolf form and just says, "Do it, just do it."
Well, I hope I'm not murdering a vampire, is what China says, and then it's on a timer. Like the moment I threw it, it was gonna happen.
Yeah. So he's just like, he couldn't make it. There's just too many of them. So at the end of this round, there'll be a kaboom.
And China's taking hella cover.
Yeah.
So there's like normal cover, and then there's like hella cover.
Hella cover.
I'm taking the hella cover.
Okay.
Think happy thoughts, and he's like,
Yeah.
So Dan, you see, because you're by the window, you see the 5 zombie plant things just swarm Luna, and then you hear China say, "Run," and then you see him just like kick open the end of the back door of the van and throw something.
How big is this boom gonna be?
Well, you did science, so it's more of an accelerant. So it's supposed to be a big push. So it's more kinetic than flammable. So it's gonna be big.
So can I like try to? Oh fuck! The girl's in here, Tom.
Yes.
So is there a way that I can interpose me and the necromancer between any objects that are likely to explode out and propel themselves towards her?
You would have to let go of the zombie vampire, and basically you have to shield her.
Son of a
Use the
motherless
zombie?
goat! I
Can
can't
you use the zombie.
well,
the
he's gonna
vampire
fight
guy?
me. Fuck.
You got that conviction, Dan.
Oh! Can't bleed my own blood, but I also can't let shit roll downhill.
and she's definitely a victim in all this.
Uh-huh. Can I make a roll to interpose him between?
So you're going to use him as a human shield
Yeah.
between you and Yolanda?
Yeah.
Give me so it'll be a contested strength brawl versus your strength brawl.
Okay.
So because he basically whatever smoking fists he had, he basically botched on that last one, but he still has blood surge going. So he's still pretty.
Still has a lot of dice.
He still has a lot of dice.
And my blood surge is also still going.
Yeah.
It's not exceptional. I'll willpower if I don't beat him naturally, which looks like I'm gonna have to.
So I got 4.
I got 4, so I will willpower re-roll 3 of my failures.
So the fucking Vampire Titans. He's ostensibly 6 strength.
Okay. That brings me up to 7.
So Goldberg, yet again,
Dude,
so he literally
he's the
both
main character in this movie.
So fucking this is like Hobbs and Shaw from Fast and the Furious, where it was just like they just pick each or not Shaw, but what's his face
just
from
brawling around. Yeah.
just
they're all just like breaking through shit.
Yeah. So you punch him against the wall, hit his head, and then he knocks you into one of the runes, and then you just lift him up and you just kind of lay him out on the side, and then you grab Yolanda and lay her out on the side, and you're just using him. You're both on the ground and you have him in a pin, and then Tony.
Oh god.
Your turn.
Is that a new round?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Tony and Danny has to still fight the guys outside.
All right. Well, I'm gonna definitely run away because I've been hit very hard.
Okay, so give me a Dex Athletics.
Can I use celerity?
Yes,
Yes.
because you have fleetness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that. Do I have to arouse?
Yes.
Or okay.
Make a rouse check.
Yay.
Yep, you gain a hunger. Oh no, you don't gain a hunger. My bad.
He succeeded. Yeah. So, Dex Athletics and then +2. Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. So you basically are like, obviously you broke the Masquerade, but they're all ghouls, so it doesn't matter. You move at supernatural speeds away. Danny, on the other hand, she's not a
kite them into Danny.
she's not a punk made bitch like you are. And
So, is she going to try to combat them?
yeah, combat them.
Okay. Does she doesn't get a free dodge action, does she?
Yes, she does.
She does. Okay.
Yeah.
So the way it works is it's her brawl versus the attack of whoever she's attacking.
Mm-hmm.
And then she dodges the other two at a -1 dice penalty for each attacker after the first.
Yeah. So she's splitting her dice and attacking 2 of them.
Okay. Which, keep in mind, their attack opposes her attack. So that's doubly dangerous because it's half the dice to not get hit with.
Yeah. She knows.
Okay.
But she's being prepared. She's been training her whole life. Or her own unlife.
Her whole unlife of a few months.
So 4. So she gets 1, which is enough to hit. So that's 3. So she moves at celerity speeds, slices 1 in like the side of the rib, and she's gonna come again and attack one of the other dudes that attacked her. So that's 2 plus what I said, the light weapon, light impact.
Well, she rolls against their attack.
Oh, yeah.
So
She's
1 and 2 successes against whatever they get on their attacks.
Yeah. So.
Uh-oh.
Because all combat is contested.
So they got 2. So the first attack doesn't succeed. And then the second attack.
They'll bounce. Neither of them will hit each other.
Yeah.
Or they'll both hit each other and just do weapon damage. I don't remember which one it is.
0.
Oh. So second attack, she gets her...
Full damage.
Yeah. +1, because she succeeded by an additional success.
Yeah. So... I said, where is
Or no,
this?
2 successes. So
Yeah.
she's... Yeah. It's 1, then +1 for each additional point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she basically hits the dude in like the knee and like twists the fucking switchblade, dropping him down. But then the other guy, she just nicks, barely.
Well, and he'll hit her.
Yeah. For
Because-
one.
For 1.
Yeah. So, you run off. You see her like attacking. Like she's just like ah! She's just going crazy.
One
How
thing to
far-
remember, Tony. These guys are ghouls, so if you grapple one and bite them to drink their blood, they will go into the kiss, and you'll take them out of combat as long as you're drinking them.
But there's 2 of them that are chasing him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you just had one guy.
And
I
then-
thought she blocked all but one.
All right. New round.
Yeah.
Kaboom. Okay. This dude will take 2 superficial damage as the shrapnel cuts into his body. Luna will take 4. Which he's still up, thank God. All the zombies will take ag because they're still mortal-ish. And they're pretty much smoke. Steve, you'll take 1. As like the van pushes, like you hear like the shrapnel like tick 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 hits the side of the van, and you just get nicked on the side. Like your hand just gets like sliced up.
My hand.
As there's a loud bang. Even you, Tony and Danny, you get kind of like knocked back.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's just poof. As immediately the activists, they fucking flee. They just run. New round. Let's go. You see the smoke and debris as the camera focuses in on Steve as one of the vans it kind of tilted sideways.
Like he throws open the door and
Yeah.
the back of the door just kind of like falls off its hinge.
Yeah.
So did Dustin just blink out? Did he just like run away?
Yeah, he just ran away.
Awesome.
China's headed for the stairs up to the offices.
You hear ringing, you're like
I cover my ears real well. I know
yeah.
how that pressure works.
Yeah. As you get up and you're running, the 5 zombies that are there, they're pretty much destroyed. You hear the meat grinder come to a halt. And then the guy that's on the ground that you have pinned, he kind of looks at you and he kind of smiles with the fang and blinks at you. And he's like, "Always gotta have an ace up your sleeve, bro." As you hear literally like, and you see a hand deform come out of the meat grinder.
That's bad. You got this, Luna? And then
you see Luna on the ground, just like, oh, he's still a wolf. He's like,
He's just snarling.
China's gonna sprint up the stairs away from the horrible monstrosity crawling out of the pit.
yeah. So Dan, you have him pinned, but you don't have
I'm
him.
gonna
Go ahead.
take another blood trait.
Okay, he's at 4 hunger, but he still has.
I'm at what?
And
All
he,
right.
well, fuck, he doesn't know what to do. Shit. Can't vanish because he's grappled.
You can try to break the grapple.
I mean, you are like titans of strength right now, but he wishes that you weren't a titan of strength. I'm just trying to find a way to cheese this. I'm a unique bloodline. I'm trying to find a way to cheese this. He doesn't have that though. So yeah, he's just gonna have to break grapple.
I'm only gonna Diablerize him if nobody else shows up.
China just walks in and you're like, what?
I was protecting Yolanda this whole time, I swear. No, the plan is not to Diablerize him. The plan is to torpor him and then rip his throat out with my fangs.
Well, I mean, you have your mouth on his neck. It's only like 2 seconds before you suck his soul.
Well, I have to torpor him first, which is and then I get to not try to Diablerize him, provided I can make the breakaway roll.
Okay.
The goal is not to Diablerize him. I don't want to eat this guy. I don't know where he's been. I just needed the blood,
so,
and he doesn't.
Opposed strength check. He's gonna break your.
He's gonna break the grapple.
Yeah. Six, baby.
Ooh. Man, this
My turn.
GM is rude.
So yeah, he straight up just like kicks you off him as he rolls back, and then he's like at the window, and Steve, you kick open the door as you see a zombie vampire.
I recognize you.
Light him on fire! Light him on fire!
China will shoot him.
Okay. You go ahead and shoot because you just used your move action to get up here, so you still have kind of a reaction. But you don't have a fancy dragon's breath or anything.
I do not. I am woefully ill-equipped at fighting vampires.
Unless you blood boil him. Oh, wait. No. Wait.
2.
2. So he takes the 1
plus 3, so that'd be 5.
Round down.
Halved.
Yeah.
2. It's not batching. What's it called these days?
Subdual.
Standard.
Yeah.
It's standard damage.
Yeah. So he looks like he's still up. He has a shit ton of health.
He's taken 6 so far, 2
Yep.
of which are aggravated, and he hasn't roused to heal.
Yep, he has to rouse the heal because he keeps on
He
failing.
can't afford to.
Yeah, he can't afford to now. He literally can't afford to. Well, he can't do that either because, well, he has to feed. He can't. He has fucking 4 hunger. He'll go full out frenzy if he makes a rouse and fails.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back outside. We'll worry about the things outside. So you all got knocked.
He already took his action.
Yeah, he already took. Yeah, he already took his action. So outside, you all are getting up, except for Danny. Danny is going to just fucking leap on one and just start fucking just stabbing him to death.
Of course she is. Can I take a shot at them before they come close to me, or can they just like close the distance?
No, you all got knocked to the ground, but you're the only one that has a ranged weapon in this fight.
Okay. I'll take a shot at one of the guys on the ground
Okay, go ahead and make a
that is chasing me,
Dex firearms.
or on the floor now. Let's see.
And he can't dodge
He
because
can't.
he's prone
Yeah,
and has no cover.
no cover. And he does have celerity. They all have forts, but not enough to help.
They only have 1 level of fortitude?
Yeah.
Because, well, I guess depends on what the second one is, but yeah.
Is this enough damage to at least like down one of them?
You knock one down,
Yeah.
but he's not out. He's just down. He's like, oh, he got shot. And like, he shot him in the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Luna is going to make a rouse check to heal. As he is going to try to push the shrapnel out of his body. God bless Fortitude and extra health levels. Or else this would have been really bad for him.
Fuck, I'm considering taking Fortitude. Apparently, I fucking get my shit kicked in every time I fight.
Fortitude is really useful.
Yeah. So he makes the rouse check. Let me see what his blood potency. He only heals 1. So he's like,
Ooh,
he's just.
his blood potency is 1.
Yep.
Ooh.
From the 70s and 80s, right?
Yep. He's a low gen, but he's not old.
Yeah.
So he's just like, he's
Can't he go back into human form? I mean, he's been a dog long enough.
Bonus traits, bro.
Yeah, he gets bonus traits in wolf form.
Oh, okay.
So you shoot him. Dan, your turn.
Well, he's really low on blood. Yolanda is really the only person he can easily drink from.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to dive tackle him through the wall and just take us both downstairs? The hard way.
You're just gonna Goldberg spear him through the wall
from the top rope.
Get him
dude?
away. Yeah, get him away from Yolanda. I have the second level of Fortitude going, so I reduce standard damage by 2.
Yeah.
Before it has halved. So it'll hurt him more than it'll hurt me.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength brawl. As you just see Dan's character just go, "Ah!" Wow.
And it's exceptional.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
it is.
2 10s.
Jesus, dude. Dude, this is some bullshit. He goes from zeros to criticals in a matter of half a game.
well,
Did you
yeah, you basically fucking Vince through with Hobbs into the work floor area. You just spear through the metal sheet
Through the
wall,
one.
and then you both fall, and he's just pretty much just torpid.
Okay.
But as you're like, yeah, you hear this
That thing doesn't die when he goes, son of a bitch.
as Luna's getting up, he can actually get on his hind legs and is trying to push himself up, and he's just he just looks at you really? After all this, really?
I'm unharmed. My
Yeah.
shirt's I fix my tie and put on my brass knuckles because that's all I got at this point.
Okay.
And look at the thing.
Yeah, the thing that's about to emerge.
Yeah.
Steve, or who am I missing? You shot.
No, Steve shot last time.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting lost in the 2 scenes here. The ones outside and the ones inside.
Outside, we basically fighting the bikers.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
shot-
I think Reggie's gone, but China and Tony still need to go this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so China.
So China's gonna go over to Yolanda, ask her if she's okay, help her get onto her feet. We got to get out of here.
She's just oh my god, what's going on?
Really, really bad stuff. Remember?
Uh-huh.
I told you, you got to run for your life now. Come on.
But my mama, what did he do with my mama?
Run for your
Okay,
life.
so the explosion blew out the windows, right?
Yeah, it blew out the windows.
Okay. So he wants to lower Yolanda out the second story window.
Okay.
With him lowering her down, it's probably only about a 10-foot,
drop.
12-foot drop.
Yeah.
She might twist an ankle maybe, but she should be fine.
Okay.
And it's way safer than running past giant zombie blob thing.
Yeah. For sure. Just a quick apology to those watching. We are experiencing some drop frames. Just FYI. But you'll be able to catch this on YouTube. YouTube.com/Out of Order Show. Later on. Anyways, you are descending and you just hear the roar, Steve. So you're like, fuck.
I'm sure Reggie's got it. It's fine.
it's you see Tony, you see one of them answer the phone as a soliloquy, and they're like, and the guy whistles like, and they all stop chasing you, and they're getting the hell out of Dodge.
There's only, I think, one left. No, there's
Three.
two.
There's three left.
3?
Yeah.
Right. I
As,
guess I'll take more pot shots at the one on the phone.
okay, yeah,
He
Gideon
seems like the one in.
at speed of thought, returning to his body, going like, get out of there. So go ahead and make a firearms check.
Firearms dexterity.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the drop frames. Gotta love the drop frames.
Ooh, that's a crit, right? Two 10s?
Yep.
Hell yeah, baby.
So you basically just kill the guy on the phone, because that's 3, 4, 5 plus 3, yeah. So he's like, he picks up the phone and then you just clock him right in the head and he just falls down.
Fucking bitch. That's what you get.
As
Right? With that stupid fucking.
Danny is just stabs into a dude and then she just bites down and just starts drinking away.
I'll do that. Can I do the same on the other one that's left? I need a little bit of a pick me up after
Well, you
all
can
the
do
fucking.
it on the next turn as he's like holding his leg and he's gonna try to run away.
Yeah, you can't.
So Dan, Luna, you see this thing kind of fall out. It's one of those bloaters, except it's gone through its full transformation. It has like those barbs that it turned its hand into, like a maul, and then its stomach has like a big mouth that he's gonna try to put you in so he can eat you.
There are motorcycles out front, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to grab Torpor Boy and run out to the motorcycles.
Okay. So you grab the zombie master.
Yeah.
And you're just hiking it. You're just woofing it.
Yep.
Okay. This thing is not fast. And it's kind of like looking for prey. And so Luna will follow your lead, thinking that you have a plan. And
He limps along.
Yeah, he will make another rouse check to heal his other damage. That's like probably the only cool thing about this game now, that we no longer have blood traits.
Yeah.
Yay! So he's like, like you see him, like he can actually like, kind of run on all fours now.
Okay.
Running beside you. This thing is kind of hulking, just kind of building.
Which means we'll get a couple turns while it tries to break its way out of the building.
Yeah, it's like hulking, just damaging, just flailing. Doesn't really have any sort of target in front of it, but it will pick up speed momentum as soon as it will recognize you two, and will start picking up speed to like charge at you guys. So
It's a juggernaut. It's okay. I got an idea.
So Steve, you drop Yolanda as you hear like the fire alarm, as this thing is just hulking out, just destroying the assembly line area. There are no people in here, but there are still 2 vans that could go boom. So depending on his trajectory, if he runs through past those vans, it could set off the explosion. You're not really sure.
which we're out the other door, right?
Yeah.
Loon and I went the other way. Okay.
Yeah.
But these things exploding with their payloads is
It's really bad.
really bad.
There's a lot of occult stuff in here, FYI. There's
Shiny.
there's a lot of like books and a lot of iconography, a lot of components. Looks like a real necromancer's den.
Anything that might undo or disable the zombie. I'm trying to occult MacGyver something.
You're just
Because I'm not gonna fight it. Like that's not happening.
Play your theme music.
do 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 do.
He plays his fucking hands on his chin.
Okay. MacGyver occult. That's what you do. Give me a intelligence occult.
Okay. Six successes.
So, okay, so it's obviously not linked to the necromancer, but he controls it somehow. So you know there's a hive. There has to be like a spore. There has to be like a nerve. There has to be maybe there's like a major root or so. And then you're like you kind of look in the back area where they were kind of fighting at, and you do see like those rows of plants, and then there's like one plant that's on display that looks like bigger than the rest.
Mm-hmm.
That are kind of like feeding these other little plants, and these are like the drug. But
Quick
this
question.
one looks like go ahead.
What happened to the guy in the bathtub being drained for his blood?
That's not here.
Oh, okay.
That was
Never mind.
at an
I
apartment.
thought it was here. I was
No.
just like, wait, they're draining some fucking guy here? Okay, never mind.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. But I mean, how you know this is a plant? It might explode. You don't know. I mean, that looks like the mama plant that's feeding into this little drugs.
Yeah, and because he had this like psychic network,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so with my six successes, I think that this central plant is maybe the nerve center for that psychic network.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's getting set on fire then.
So you're just gonna like grab.
So look, here's the chemical accelerant that laying around or whatever alchemical ingredients he was using, and we're dousing it and we're lighting it up.
Okay. So you splash, set fire. Immediately, there's like a loud scream coming from the plant. That like kind of radiates through all your guys' beasts. Like you all have to. You get like something connected to the beast just died.
Our spider senses are tingling.
Yeah, anybody who has a beast feels it. And
Probably China even more intensely because
Yeah.
I'm right here.
yeah, and you
Does it feel like the necromancy that was done on me?
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Feels like it almost feels like when you were inside that guy's head, or when
Gotcha.
you tasted that guy's in the Elysium when you test his blood. When you heard the word Drebadon.
Yeah, Trebadon.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Now we're gonna peek out the blown out window down on the factory floor and see what's going on with big guy.
You see him like start to decompose, but he's still charging towards Dan.
Okay. So are we going to cut to the outside now?
Cut to the outside.
Okay.
So you have 2 rounds. What are you going to do?
So I put Necromancer in the middle,
Okay.
and then I take a pocket knife and I just start puncturing all the gas tanks I possibly can, and try to get it so they're draining their gas to where Necromancer is,
Okay. All right.
and try to get Luna to do the same. I'm sure he has actual claws on his
Yeah,
wolf
he
form.
he will chink 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 chink.
Wolf. He's like a Pokemon. Wolf, use scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like
Super effective.
He's like, "Whoa?" Like, what do you
Barbecue.
Okay, and then you hear the roar as it's running towards you guys.
It's hungry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as it comes through the wall, I'm going to use Unseen Presence.
Uh-huh. So you're just gonna dip out on Luna?
No. Luna shouldn't be the first thing it sees. Hopefully he's smart enough to stealth.
Okay, so...
It should see the Necromancer.
Yeah, it does see the Necromancer, so go straight towards the Necromancer.
So let me rouse for Unseen Presence. Got to keep my hunger up. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
So when it gets to him, since it's got all that, it'll be standing in the giant puddle of pooled gasoline, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's when I just throw the lighter.
Okay, so it erupts in a ball of fire, and it's flailing as parts of it is falling off. But then it starts to do that thing that it did in the bar.
Where it's going to explode?
Where it's going to explode.
Is it going to explode enough to hit? No, because the vans have like the whole building between it and them, right?
Exactly.
Okay, then. All right. Hey, Luna.
Yeah.
She's it's the cops.
Yep, he's going to run. So, Steve, you see it as a ball of fire, and it's trying to put itself off, but you can see the necromancy that was holding it together, like, starting to weigh off, and then it just starts to it sits and lumbers and starts to expand, and then pop! As you just see, like, bits of parts, acid, and you see all these, kind of like pieces of it fly off everywhere.
China is going to take pictures of all of the occult stuff as he's getting ready to leave.
Yep.
But I know it's all going to burn in here, but I want to get those pictures.
Yeah.
And there's 2 more vans, right?
Yeah, 2 more vans.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, once the thing breaks down, I'm going to go help China disable the bombs.
Yeah, so this sound like a good plan, Reggie. I removed the accelerants from the bombs, and then we let it all burn, including all of these bodies, all of the crazy mushrooms.
That sounds like a perfect idea.
Okay. So China's in there just doing the same treatment he did last time, pulling it out, disabling the battery, disconnecting the trigger, prying it free.
And I'll move all the bodies into the facility.
Tony, do you stop Danny from killing a dude? Like draining him dry?
Does that reduce her humanity more?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm over here worrying about my fucking... Yeah, I'll fucking grab her arm.
And
I'll walk over.
She's like, "This is mine!" And she's just like, "Eh."
What the fuck is wrong with you? We need to get out. Clearly, Reggie's doing some shit that's gonna make this shit go off.
I'm sorry. And she just drops the knives and she starts crying. I can't stop.
Yeah, well, you just did. Let's cry about this later before this shit blows up and kills both of us.
Like she picks
walk
herself
towards
up.
The El Camino.
So you see the guy. He's dragging his leg because she stabbed him, or no, you shot him, and he's trying to get away. So there's one guy left who's alive.
Fuck. Should I take him in, or should I just fucking kill witnesses?
She's crying. You stopped her from committing an inhuman, killing a mortal.
Well, she was gonna fucking drain him. I'm just gonna fucking shoot him, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can handle your hunger first.
Yeah, but then it's like trying to stop her and then dealing
their
with
goals. They gotta come.
Yeah, I'll drink his blood
Okay, so you
Is that
bite
okay?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bite down. Are you gonna
Yeah.
drain him, or are you just gonna get down to one hunger?
Is it gonna reduce my humanity if I drain him?
Yes.
Yes.
So no matter what, okay, no, I'll just drink his blood and then throw him off
Okay.
into the fucking. Yeah. Do
So
I heal? How much do I heal from that?
you got to make a rouse check to heal, but you lower your hunger die.
Okay. I'll try to heal
Steve,
one.
you,
okay?
I mean, we're pretty much out of combat.
I'll do it anyways. Oh, there you go. I got heal.
Did the necromancer survive the flambe, or was that enough to ash him?
Oh, that was enough to ash him.
Okay.
He definitely went up pretty bad.
China says, I think these were Bahari.
Yeah.
I think they're
He
linked.
was. The others weren't.
Linked to this Trebadon demon.
Yeah. The super ghoul was possessed.
Yeah.
And he said he's under control of their master and he's trying to break it.
That all adds up.
It's a Ventru named Gideon, possibly Locke's childer.
Well, that complicates things.
Yeah.
You see Luna like de-transform. He's like, really, pendejo? A fucking bomb?
Well, you weren't gonna survive all 6 of them, but you survived the bomb.
Fucking nerd.
So you're welcome.
Hey.
Oh fuck.
Hey, Luna,
So are we all
Luna.
together now?
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
Okay.
there's some bikers over there. Eat. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Well, she kind of looks over. I think one of them's pretty much well spent.
Hey,
There was one guy still alive that I first shot. I hit him in the shoulder from the
Good. We interrogate
whatever.
him.
hey, Danny.
Yeah, she's like,
Good job. Hey, Tony. Good job. You guys did good today.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done this without you. I know it was hard and you sacrificed, but you were necessary. And we saved the city from a fungal infection to rival the fungal infection from hell. Literally.
I mean, I'd have preferred to get paid. That'd be nice, little cherry on top. But then again,
you see Luna start digging in his pockets. It's like throws a money clip at you.
you know what? This was a good job. You're right, Reggie.
No, he digs in the
Good-
biker's
A
pockets.
hard day's
Yeah,
a hard day's work. You know what they say? A
he starts
dollar.
because Luna's in the same business that you're in, dude. He started gathering their cell phones.
I hate to interrupt the looting. I don't believe that any of the protesters saw anything. The Watchmen terrorist group.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they didn't see anything. They had run and scattered before Zombie Boy burst through the side of the wall.
Time out.
Style.
Time out. I don't want to make this awkward. Why are there no fucking sirens?
Because Gideon was the guy possessing Super Ghoul.
So
Did you miss that part? I'm guessing he took over a large portion of Locke's influence after Locke's death.
But he's Anarch.
Yeah, he is, and one of the Bruja was here too.
Was it Nicholas?
No. Lower rating. What was his name, Para?
Dustin.
Dustin. A kid named Dustin.
Don't ring a bell.
I did get to see the look on Gideon's ghoul's face of surprise when I popped Obfuscate and pushed him out a window. That only reward I need for this.
That's so funny. You fucking just limp bodies onto the fucking floor.
But this is still going to require a decent amount of cleanup.
Yeah, we got to burn out all the fungal shit here, all of it.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready to. I have the accelerant. I can get this all burning, but we need to be clear of the building before both of these go off.
All right. Well, You see Luna pop claws and start taking teeth out.
Ugh.
Gotta burn.
What,
Gotta burn the bodies. Take the teeth. Can't be identified.
We don't need them to be. It's not that we worry about them being identified. It's unless you're taking out fangs from possible vampires.
Yeah,
we need to make sure the fungus dies.
Okay. This is just. Eventually, the coroners are gonna come here, and they're gonna see all
I
the
didn't know
bodies.
you were a dentist.
I think I solved the problem for Union, but there's still a building there that needs to get cleared and a wassail vampire that needs to get claimed. But the thing that was spreading its influence, the nerve center for the zombie swarm, it's taken care of as well.
So what's gonna happen to all the infected?
They are either going to get better very soon or they are going to die. Those are pretty much the only two options of what happens to them at this point. But the thing that was controlling them and keeping this thing active in them, it's now gone.
Okay. Well, you guys are. I'm a disposal expert. I'm not a mass grave digger. So how do I dispose a ton of bodies?
Don't put them all in one place. Let's scatter them across the floor here.
Yeah. So
if they're all in a pile when they get found, that's going to be suspicious.
He takes like one of the guns and pops one in the head, plants the gun in his hand. He's trying to stage it to look like there was like a shootout.
Drug deal gone wrong. Anybody got like a bag of coke on them?
I got some Xanax from Betty.
You got some,
Does that count?
Danny's like
a drug deal gone wrong doesn't mean that there needs to be drugs still
That's
here.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. Whoever won could have taken the drugs. I like it.
Okay.
So then throw some, maybe a little bottle of it,
Yeah.
just to make it look like, oh, this is the sample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he basically arranges the bodies like he's done this before, but he's not in the whole disposing of mass bodies. He can take care of maybe one or two, but not 6 or 7. As you guys are like moving the normal biker, gangbanger bodies, the actual plant ones are eroding.
Good news.
So if they were this far along, they die. If they were less far along, maybe they bounce back. Though, to be honest, the people that they were targeting weren't terribly healthy people before this got done to them.
Right, it's just homeless people and fucking biker gangs, guys.
Well, that we know of. I mean, they might have infected some uppity up schmucks, and that may be why, no sirens. So if those guys get better, we might have hit their influence too.
I'm still tripping about Gideon. I figure he would.
He said he was under the thumb of that demon thing and that he wanted out. This was supposed to be his ticket out. And he said he's using the cover in LA. So.
Well, this certainly was not a success.
He's in LA.
This is not going to cash him out with Trepidon.
No.
All right. Well, do it. So it takes about 15 minutes for you guys to arrange the bodies, and then you all immediately wait outside, and then I'm assuming you start the accelerant.
Do I need to use both?
Yes.
Okay. Then China sets it all ready to blow, and then lights the whole thing up.
Like a wave of heat just hits the whole area, and then just starts burning as all your beasts flare up. As it's a really somber reminder of the dangers of being a kindred in these nights. So the camera sort of pans up into the sky. It's about 4 a.m. and then the camera sort of pans back down to an undisclosed area as you see the audience sees a it looks like to be some sort of bunker type facility. And you just hear some guy just with he's like, oh, my head. And then I know I didn't play my part. Leave me alone. I'm not part of this. I was never part of this. That's where we end. So thank you, everybody, for coming on in. Appreciate it. This has been Vampire the Masquerade. Camarilla side for starting XP. Episode Nice Dreams.